My name is Anina, and I'm the CEO and founder of 360Fashion Network. I've been doing fashion technology for the last 10 years, and primarily on the tech side, because no one in the fashion industry was ever interested in any of the things that I was doing. When I built a mobile app platform that worked on every single mobile phone, fashion brands said, "Who will ever download a mobile app?" And many of the people that you know today who are using blogs, such as Diane Pernay or Inram Ahmed, actually were the first members when I launched 360 Fashion Network in 2005. And I'm extremely excited because after so many times bringing 3D avatars, mobile gaming, augmented reality to the doors of brands, and then they would tell me, no one is ever going to use any of that, I finally said, I'm going where there are 1.3 billion mobile phones in China, where they know what blogs are and they play games. And I've been there since 2008 and working together with the Chinese government to make these large fashion tech events. And I'm extremely proud today to tell you that it's such a pleasure to see so many people who are now interested. And I've come back to present to you our fashion tech kits. So just as the previous speaker said before, how do you get fashion designers and brands to be able to create smart clothing? They don't know how to code. They don't know how to do soldering. And do you know you need an army of engineers to even be able to get anything together? Well, we've solved that problem with our fashion tech kits, which out of the box work. And we have removed the difficulty of putting the parts together with a simple snap-together solution. And downstairs, you can see many of the creations that fashion designers and brands have done with our kits. And I hope that today you will also feel encouraged to be able to do it, because you don't need to know how to code. We have 11 different kits, and this is, for example, the robotic dress kit, right? This one is all about changing the shape or the silhouette. And you may say, who would ever wear a robotic dress? And I would say, could be great for a showcase piece, could be wonderful for a very interesting display window in your shop. And it's really interesting for students and creatives to experiment with the idea of changing shape. We have 11 different kits, and when my partners came to me, who are all ex-Intel R&D developers, they brought me this lunchbox, and they said, here's the fashion kit. And I was like, I can't do nothing with that. And so we broke down each of the sensors and the items into 11 different kits. And then they said, stop, because I could go on forever. And we have LED bag kits. We have motion dress kits, robotic dress kits, weather dresses that connect to the internet, solar power, etc. All there for you to experiment with. Now, what about the no coding, right? So we created this visual coding interface, which means, let me explain. Here, you have 4 LEDs. So you just drag a LED widget onto your canvas. And then you have some delays, because if you want to run a program that lights up, you need to tell the light which one on, which one off, right? And maybe this one is on immediately, then the next one 3 seconds later, next one is 5 seconds later. So you need some delays in order to then turn them on and off. And then the changes. Everything in programming works with zeros and ones. 1 is on, 0 is off. So you just need to tell the light, when it's on, you send it a 1, that straight line across the top. And when it should be off, 1 second later, you change it to a 0, and then it's off. So once you understand the theory of the programming, you don't need to write all the code. I progressed from this to controlling servo motors within 5 minutes, the moment that I understood the concept behind what was happening in the physical realm. So we'll have tutorials online, we'll have workshops, and I promise you, if I'm a fashion model and I can do it, you can too. So we also have this FASHIONTECH lab, and that's in Beijing, and it's very exciting. We're working with the top universities and fashion brands, and this is Lucy. She made a proximity wedding dress. That means that when the bride is near to the groom, the dress will display a special pattern. And I think that is a wonderful project coming from a young individual who will become the next designer. The fascinating thing is that these students who are coming from the fashion schools are technically trained in garment construction. And now they have experience with electronic integration. You can hire these guys and they can help you out. That is the next generation which is coming. Here is a heating coat shirt. So this shirt has little massagers in it, and for the blue-collar workers, and a heating pad at the back, which then will, heat up your lower for all those poor guys who are sitting there at computer all day. Again, I think it is a wonderful concept that could be brought to market easily. Here we have the designers also working with our robotic dress kits, and we help them to understand how these things will be integrated. And now I just want to show you some of the things that have been made with our kits. The motion dress, you can see it downstairs. When you walk into the room, you light up. And yet, it's smart enough to know not to flash you when you're just talking next to each other. And there's the LED bag kit made by our factory, again powered by Intel Curie, which connects to your mobile phone and you can create different patterns on your bag. The robotic dress, a personal favorite of mine in its 7th generation, now standardized so you can just sew it in. Maybe you want a fishtail, maybe you want it at the back, maybe you want wings. But those are left completely up to you to decide. Weather dresses that connect to the internet. Our kits have got IBM Bluemix integrated, very powerful Watson and weather APIs. These dresses change color according to the weather patterns happening during the day. And now for the coup de grace, the project which nearly killed me is the chi suit. And the chi suit was made by Rowmaster. We can roll the video now. And 2,500 LEDs sewn by hand into this suit. And it is controlled completely by the bend sensors and accelerometers. So the suit understands which position you are in for the Tai Chi. The other thing I like about this project is that it has cultural reference. Most businessmen in China actually practice Tai Chi. So when they saw this suit, which just looks like a normal suit, and Rowmaster are the Golden Scissor Award-winning tailors, then they all felt extremely excited because it would help to visualize the chi flow as they were making the movements as it flows through your body. I think we need to bring cultural reference to our tech-enabled garments. My engineers argued with me saying, that's not a Tai Chi punch. There seems to be some discrepancy between East and West Tai Chi. Nonetheless, a beautiful project. So I'd like you to hear from a designer exactly what they would like to say about the oops, about the using our kits, and you can roll that video. This is our factory. They made the motion dress and the LED bag.
The motion dress triggers me, make me very interested is we're not just only put the LED lighting sewn in the dress, we just really consider a relationship between the future technology and the dress. So we call it motion dress is because we have a motion sensor in it, and when you're walking down the aisle or like you're walking on the red carpet, when you're walking it lights up. If you walk faster, and it will lightening up like a little bit more, but when you stop, the lightning it goes off, so it won't flash you like hell when you're talking. So we don't want lantern just who's talking to you in front of you. So that is my concern, like how you make smart dress really smart. About the motion dress design, I use 16 pieces of the LED ribbon, which is censored on the panel and which is laid on the shoulder. And I use the design for element of white and black, and also I use the LED ribbon cross over the body the other way around. The reason is I want to present a kind of my philosophy is like this world actually is not gonna be that much perfect yet. I'm perfect without any conflicts. So conflicts is the original design for this motion dress. For the motion dress, I use special kind of fabric and also the soft LED ribbon. The reason is the fabric I'm choosing is kind of very transparent, at the same time not like totally transparent. It's soft. It goes different way every time if you move with the dress. So it gives this dress and who wear it like kind of the dynamic kind of effect with lightning. The motion dress project actually only took me 2 weeks to be finished. It's kind of impossible, but for me, I dig it. One of the reasons is like I'm the kind of person who are very sensitive about the fabric and the material, the thing. I think I was born for, you know, just like detect or like using or combine different kind of material and fabrics. And the other reason is I have a great way of controlling like who can sew the dress for me, and my factory kind of resource, and I have a kind of the other nicknames like Mrs. Impossible, because I always put the impossible into possibilities eventually.
So we're also developing special fabrics for these kits, such as the LED ribbon. The LED ribbon is made at the same factory of Louis Vuitton, and it is incredibly soft, and you can see here some designers have integrated it into bags, for example. But they are sewable and able to be also put into clothes. It's a great starting point and very low cost. And I'm very happy to see that all of these designers are starting to create real products which can come to market. And I am excited to see what more is possible. And I invite you to our workshop downstairs so you can experience firsthand our programming tool, and also to see how our products can help you to get your foot into the fashion tech wearable space. And thank you very much for your time. Nice to meet you.